Today in our 2011 Ford Edge, we'll be looking at our best trailer wiring options. All right, we have two wiring options here today for our Ford Edge. On the right, we have the Curt T-Connector, part number C56120. And on the left, we have the Tekonsha T1, part number 118515. The main difference that we have between our two wiring options here today, besides brand, is the overall power output of them. Our Curt T-Connector here offers 3 amps for the stop and turn lights on our trailer. And for the tail lights and running lights on our trailer, it offers 6 amps. Our Tekonsha T1 right here offers 4.2 amps for the stop and turn lights on our trailer and 7.5 amps for the tail lights and running lights on our trailer. So if you have a trailer that has a lot of running lights, the Tekonsha T1 will be a better pick for you because that extra 1.5 amps could equate to having about 10 more running lights on your trailer. Another key difference that we have between our lighting systems here today, on our Tekonsha T1, you notice that our module box here is completely separate from the rest of the wiring. We have a connector here that plugs into it, whereas if we look at our Curt, all of our wiring is permanently attached to it. So if we ever were to encounter a problem with our wiring system because the box potentially got shorted out, if we wanted to replace the Curt, we'd have to replace everything. We could buy a replacement Tekonsha, however, leave all of our wiring in place on our vehicle, just unplug the module, plug the new one right in, and the only other thing you might potentially have to replace would be the fuse if it got shorted out, because the fuse would probably blow. So that would save you the time of having to rerun all your wire underneath the vehicle and inside the hatch. Now, as you can see, from our converter box to the end of the 4-pole flat trailer wiring, both of our wiring harnesses have about the same length. So neither one gives you an advantage there. The wiring is designed to stay inside the vehicle and be stored inside when it's not in use. So you have plenty of room to reach outside of your vehicle and hook up to your trailer. We can show you that in our Ford Edge here right now. Our Ford Edge here today is equipped with a Tekonsha T1 installed on it. If you looked up on the spare tire cover, the wiring is stored inside here underneath that, so it's nice and tucked up out of the way. The Curt will be just like that. You just drape it down the side of your trunk latch, close your trunk back down. As you can see, you got adequate room and length of wire to hook up to your trailer. Now, nice thing about both of these, they both come with dust covers. Our Tekonsha, as you can see on our vehicle here, has the dust cover already installed, one piece on it. Just close it back over there. This will keep any dirt or moisture from entering if you had a spill inside your trunk, potentially causing a short. And you just store them inside the hatch like so. Doesn't take up any space inside your hatch. You don't have to worry about getting snagged when you're loading cargo in and out. Now here's the dust cover that comes with the Curt. The way this one works, literally just slides over the connector here. Work it around the back of the wire. You just fold it on over and your wiring is protected. Both of these will connect to our vehicle in the exact same way. Right now I'm holding the driver's side connector on our Curt and the driver's side connector on our Tekonsha. As you can see, they'll just plug into the factory lighting system. One goes directly into the tail light and one goes in the vehicle wiring harness. There's no cutting, no splicing. You don't have to tap in any of the factory wiring at all. Both of our modules will be connected directly to the battery on our vehicle to power them. They both come with included wire to do that, and fuse holders to make our connection. Our Tekonsha is powered by a 15 amps fuse, whereas our Curt's powered by a 10 amp fuse. The reason the Tekonsha requires more power in order to run the system is because it does have the higher amperage output for all the lighting circuits. Both of our wiring harnesses here today come with the included hardware you need to install. You have your fuses, some zip ties to secure wiring, butt connectors for your connections, and ring terminals to hook up to your positive battery posts. Both of our wiring harnesses here today have these module boxes which will isolate our vehicle's lighting system from the trailer. That way if our trailer had a short, it won't backfeed voltage back to our vehicle and cause damage to the expensive lighting circuit inside of it. Now for my personal preference, if I was going to be purchasing one of these kits for my Ford Edge, I would be leaning towards the Tekonsha kit myself, just for a few reasons. Number one, it has the higher power output for the lighting circuits. So if we have a trailer with a lot of lights, I don't have to worry about my vehicle not being able to power them correctly. Secondly, I like the fact that the dust cover is built in, so it's one less thing I have to worry about falling off and potentially losing. Finally, if there ever was to be a problem with the system and it stopped to function, I could buy a new kit and not have to worry about replacing all the wiring harness. Most often when you have a wiring issue, you don't have bad wires. You have bad electrical equipment besides the wires, so this would be the prime suspect I'd be looking for besides a fuse. The ability to do that is something that the Curt doesn't offer us. And that completes our look at the best trailer wiring options for the Ford Edge.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.